Okay. Yeah, man, it's doing good. I had a sell. I had a sell on GJ. Had a sell stop, and it ran all the way down towards 134. So now what I'm thinking is that these are the levels I had from the Asian session, and price came down to this area now, and I think we're gonna have some sort of retracement, and after that retracement, I think NYC should continue moving bearish towards 133, 133,650, 133,720. So that's something I'm going to be looking for here today.
Yeah, I'm seeing the same thing. And if it does break before retracing, I'll probably just lower my risk for sure.
Yes. It's looking on the 4 hour. 4 hour is obviously bearish. 4 hour couldn't break above, break and close above 134,600. We had a move going up above here.
Yeah, I was looking for
But
entries, but the 30-minute was just not giving you anything. So there's no confirmations there.
There was no confirmation. I mean, we had a break above, in London Open. We had a break above. Price started to come down. It came down towards, 134,600, but it had to close here to go up.
Yeah.
What's up, everyone?
Hey, how's it going?
Great, how are you?
Good, good. Doing great. Let's take a look at this chart over here. This is 30-minute. Look for entry below 130, 234 or 134,020. Retrace for prices pushed lower. Yeah, something I'm looking for here too. So if we form a resistance at this point, I think that's going to give us, well, a pretty good confirmation that we may continue moving bearish. So I'm going to wait and see what happens in that scenario. What's this? Buys above here, sells below over here, no trade range. This is a no trade range. Wait for price to make a retracement. Wait for price to break through. Yeah, it's kind of the same idea I have here too. Like either we start creating a resistance over here, or we start breaking the low somewhere right over here. My entries. So last night I was waiting for price to kind of like break below this area so I can take sells, but like I went to bed. I woke up at around after London Open. I saw this candle closing like this. I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna place my I'm gonna have my sell stop. Sell stop is gonna be like around here, like around 134,500. My stops are gonna be at 134,650. And then if it does push down, awesome. But if it goes up, then it is what it is. So the whole idea was that since it's coming down, maybe this move up was a fake out, because now when we look on the daily, this daily here made sense. So let me just remove all the levels over here. I was looking at daily from this perspective right over here, that we had a support forming on the 17th July, and at the same time we were leaving these wicks as rejection. So I was thinking that, well, maybe if daily had made a low at like around 133, 140, then there could be a high probability for the price to continue moving bearish. So for price to continue moving bearish, we needed to respect 134, 600 right over here. Right, but now when we investigate on the smaller time frames, we see that this was broken on the 1 hour time frame, but then the next 1 hour candle, they didn't really respect this area, because it had to retest this area to continue moving bullish, but it closed back in. So whenever you had a candle closing back in after breaking out, that seems like a fake out, right? So a fake out happened. I'm like, okay, well, if a fake out has happened, then there's a high probability for price to continue on to the opposite side. So now just kind of waiting over here to see if we break below 134 to go towards 133. I'd say like 133,700 would be pretty good. Looks like we may be getting that move right here, break below this area here would be pretty good. So let's see what happens. Plus, also it's a Friday. Let's remind everybody, this is a Friday over here. So since it's a Friday, and if you're only taking one trade for today, man, listen, don't overtrade today, please. This is the day where you should not be overtrading, or you should not be over risking. And yeah, man, like I can't stress this enough. Treat Friday like a Saturday. You know, look at the charts, but take no trades unless it really, really pops out. You know, so looks like gold has also came down. Gold also broke below this area, 1862, and we're kind of like retesting in that range. This 1 hour candle is still open. We're not sure whether 1 hour candle is going to close below this area or it's going to close above it. So this is going to be a important position right there. Let's take a look at Forex Factory. Let's take a look at pre-markets. Pre-markets are negative 150 points, 120 points. We got negative 55 points. I don't know why I look at these. It's just like, you know, kind of like something extra to do. Let's take a look at US30 here, see what's going on. US30 is coming down. Pre-markets are down. We're coming down to a support. I think Ted was talking about how this is going to continue moving bearish over here. Yeah, look at that 4 hour. We were kind of expecting it to continue down from this area, but I guess it started coming down later on. So let's take a look on the 1 hour here. And it seems like we have a support down over here. So we'll see what happens. I don't really trade US30. I focus on GJ. GJ is my friend over here. I've seen GJ move a lot. I've seen GJ like, you know, do a lot of things, you know, some freaking moves, some really expected moves. So, you know, I think GJ is pretty interesting. Just missed your opening analysis. Is that what you are looking for? It's not about what I'm looking for. It's about what you are looking for. Plan A, waiting for support to buy. Plan B, looking to sell under 134 strong level. Yeah, this makes sense. That makes sense. So, you know, as we start coming down, once price starts breaking this low, I think that's going to be a point where I can, like, you know, I can probably take a smaller risk sell over here for price to continue bearish. Hey Raja, I had a question last night and I hope you can give me an answer. Does GJ behave different during London session than it does during NY session? Yes. GJ moves. I think I haven't really watched London a lot, but what I can see is that London session has a lot of volume, like a lot of volume during London session. So it's hard to say if it moves the same. I'd say it moves differently. You know, it has different characteristics. Because, you know, in the NY session you have the US dollar moving as well, and US dollar like it affects the yen a lot, but not it affects the yen a little bit, but not a lot. Christian, have to mute Christian. So let's see what happens in this scenario. 15-minute candles closing in 3 minutes. Sorry for this past trade. This is the way I log it. I just have a question. Should we ignore the minor zones from Asia? All right, let's take a look here. Price made a new high, resistance formed. Price came down to retest area. Sells at 134 at the close of the 30-minute candle. Oh, beautiful. Close 75%. Oh, nice, man. That's pretty good. So yeah, these are minor zones now. Right? So as price comes down, you keep looking at these zones and you're looking to see, are we rejecting these zones? Are we breaking these zones, or what's going on? You know, so look, price came down to the first support right over here, and it broke it. And then you're looking left, you're seeing, okay, where's the next support? This is the next support, we broke it. And now we're coming down to this next support, and we're at this next support now, right? Looking at the 15-minute candle, 15-minute is about to close at this point. So it's important to wait for the candle to close. Hey, good morning. I know you don't trade in London, so you might roast me for asking, but how do you feel about the London breakout strategy? I feel nothing about the London breakout strategy because I don't trade the London breakout strategy. So I have no idea how that works. I have no idea how people look at that. I know nothing about that. The London breakout strategy. There was a time when you'd open YouTube and you'd get that ad. You know, that ad would go like, imagine you can trade just 2 hours with the London breakout strategy. Imagine. Ooh, looks like we're breaking down over here. Yeah, it looks like we're coming down right now to 133,990 and then continue on. Let's take a look here. This would be like a 14 pip stop. It's a little big. 14 pip stop is a little big. See, if I want to take a sell on Friday for this continuation over here, I want to really lower my risk. So usually I use what, like 15 lots, 10 lots. Probably gonna, if I'm gonna execute on Friday here on this trade, probably gonna go with like, 3 lots. Yeah, probably like 3. But we'll have to wait. We shall have to wait. This 15-minute candle is about to close. What's the time over here? This is 6:44, right? So we still got 15 minutes left for the 30-minute candle to close. I thought he doesn't trade on Friday. Mr. Marcus Sanchez, I'm a grown-ass man. I can do whatever I want. That's so stupid, man. I know you don't do that, but maybe because it's Friday. Mind doing an analysis for EN. I think you need to send a chart. You need to send a chart for EURNZD. So then we can probably look at that chart. If I was 21 or 22 and someone said, I thought you didn't do this, then I was like, okay, yeah, you're right. But I'm 33, man. I'm 33. I have almost 2 kids. I have a home, so I can do whatever I want. Hey Raja, I see you. I see your profit on IG. What strategy do you use to take sell this morning? Okay, let's forget about the sell I took this morning. Let's focus on how we can take trades right over here, right? So what I'm looking at this is, if price starts breaking the low of the 15-minute, now then we're anticipating price to continue bearish towards 133,960 and then continue on moving down. But then in this case, the stop loss is going to be around like 13-14 pips. 13-14 pips. It's just, if your stop is going to be bigger, then you're obviously using like a lower risk, right? You're adding like a lower risk because it's a Friday. Friday usually, like, price does some weird moves, so you have to be careful with that. Do you have a kid and a half? Yes, so I have 1 kid and the rest is a gulag over here. Gulag counts as half of the family. So that's why, 1 kid and a half. If you look at GJ Daily, it has created a minor resistance at 134,600. That is true. And there's potential retest the daily low with support at, yep, that's absolutely true. So let's take a look at this 30-minute candle. 30-minute candle is just respecting this area really hard. Really strong over here. Really, really strong. See, my whole idea for the Asian session was that this weekly candle, it came down and it retraced. So I was thinking that normally, usually there's volume on Friday, So if there's going to be volume on Friday, that volume should continue the weekly candle bearish, because normally when we have news comes down, retraces, and continues moving down. So if you look on the daily came down. Daily is almost bearish over here. 4-hour candle is still open. It's at this wick area over here. 1-hour candle is still open, but it's bearish. 30-minute candle is still open, and we don't know how it's going to close. 15-minute candle is right over here. This closed like a weak bearish candle. Was trying to look for sells over here, but candle moved up pretty fast, so didn't really do anything at that point. So yeah, waiting for the 30-minute to close here. Let's take a look at, ooh, EURNZD came down. Euro JPY. Let's see what Euro JPY did. Okay. Euro JPY daily is kind of like ranging here. 4-hour tapped into this support area. Looking at the 1 hour. 1 hour is kind of doing like a retest in this area over here at 122,900. So if we drop down to the 30-minute time frame, looking at the 30-minute, we have a resistance forming and we have some sort of support area down over here. See, these ranges are pretty small in your JPY. If you compare these ranges, let's compare this range, right? So this is a 10 pip range, and then below that area we have another like 14 pip range. So if you look at GPJPY has much bigger ranges. So this is a 12 to 13 pip range, and if we break below this area over here, our next range is almost 35 pips. So I think that's going to be well worth it to take that trade. Would it be worth noticing the weekly resistance at 134? Weekly resistance at 134. I don't see any weekly resistance at 134. I just see support at 134. Right. So that's why 134 is a strong level over here. So like, you know, we'd want a nice close below that area for price to continue bearish, because we can see the 30-minute candle is kind of like it's not coming below 134. We go down to the 15-minute time frame. 15-minute is now creating a support, which is awesome, because now when the support is being created, then we know that if a candle breaks and closes below this area, there's a high probability for the price to continue moving bearish. So probably going to wait for that. So we got 9 minutes left for here to candle to close.
Yeah, I entered a little early, but right when it started pushing up, I reduced my risk. I cut it in half, and then yeah, I'll probably add back to my position once we break this low on the 30-minute.
Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty good. Like once we break the low over here,
yeah,
you can add the one you closed before.
Yep.
Man, like closing positions in drawdown, like a tiny bit, it reduces your risk like so much.
Yeah, no, I went from risking $150 to now 150 to make around 400, and now I've only closed around -40 so far. So not bad.
Yeah, not bad, man. It's pretty good. Am I only looking for sells? Yes, I'm only looking for sells. So we'll see how this candle closes. We still got 9 minutes. For 9 minutes, man, you can do whatever you want. You can go have coffee, go, like, you know, do whatever. So it's just 9 minutes. Do you think because GJ is doing a fake out from a very strong resistance, that's why it ignores all the minor zones on the left to continue down? Yeah, that's basically the volume in the London session too, you know, like normally the London session is really, really volatile. It has a lot of volume. So I guess once we broke above 134,600 and could not maintain our move above 134,600 and came down, so that counted as like a major, major fake out. So what I'm looking to see, my entire, what's the word? Yeah, so my entire focus today is going to be trying to get in a short on GJ as it continues down towards, you know, 133,800 and then 133,730. That's where my entire focus is going to be on Friday, to try to see if I can get a sell and have a profitable outcome today. So if that happens, I think this is going to be the end of the week, and the end of the week is going to be pretty good. But if it doesn't happen, then it is what it is, right? Hey, I've been trading GU for 2 weeks and I find it really hard to trade. Do you have any advice? Yeah, GU is pretty hard. GU is not easy. GU is not easy to trade. I mean, it depends when you're trading GU, right? If you're trading GU at London session and New York session, like at the overlap, then like, you know, GU is being affected by the pound and the US dollar. So there are two things affecting that pair. All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. This chart is if previous 15-minute low gets broken, you're entering a sell. 50% would be closed here if the candle breaks the low over here. Okay, yeah, this looks good. Looks good. Your plan is pretty good. So let's see if that happens here today. Are you entering on breaking the current 15-minute low or previous 15-minute low? This support right over here. This support. And guys, when you send me private messages, just understand that everyone can still see them. So it doesn't matter if you send me private or non-private. Even GJ, even when it falls further today, it's at a third touch trend line up. Still expecting a retrace here upwards. Oh, okay. I think if you see a chart on that, I think that's going to be much better. With the 3 trend line touch bounce. All right, look at that. 15-minute candles at this point. I think if we break below this area, we can get ourselves in some sort of a position at this point and then anticipate price to continue moving bearish. I'm going to use a lower lot at this. I'm going to probably use like a 2 lot or something like that. Nothing really life-changing, because I still want to get this sell, you know. I want to get in the sell and then talk about it. That's all what I want to do. So it needs
Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Oh, there we go. Breaking down. Come on a little bit further down and then we're going to execute. Execution has gone in. Execution has happened as this candle broke the low. Stop is above the current candle and we're expecting price to, let's say, continue down till 133.900. That's where I'm going to secure 10 pips and then I'm going to let a runner run. Okay, I'm going to secure at like 133.930. Yeah, right there. Oh man, what a dumbass mistake I did. Instead of entering 100 points, I entered 10 points. And that position got closed ASAP and then I opened another one. Yeah, it should continue on. Let's take a look on the 30-minute. 30-minute candle is also about to close bearish over here. 15-minute candle is also about to close bearish in 3 minutes. No, now for this position to continue bearish, right? We need this 15-minute candle to close below 134. I mean, for simplicity, we need this 15-minute candle to close below this yellow line over here. And mind you, on this trade, I have a low risk running on this trade. It's a low risk trade. Now, I know some smart people here, what they do is if they see me entering a trade, they will open like a bigger lot trade, you know? And I would highly suggest against that, you know, just anyway, like I'm in this sell, so let's see what happens over here. Oh, we're coming down. Beautiful. Should continue moving bearish here.
Heard those magic keys.
How can you hear them? Like,
Dude, that open calc.
Yeah.
it's
Dude,
so
it's loud.
loud. I have my mic on.
Shit. Dude, mine comes in on Wednesday. I just bought, I dumped my MacBook Pro and I just got a new Surface laptop. So I'm
Dumped
excited.
it?
Well, I
Oh.
didn't dump it. I'm selling it.
Oh,
I'm getting, it just doesn't.
So at this point, since
Oh,
prices,
doesn't-
had a-
so at this point, since price is coming back up to the entry, so you know I'm closing 50%. No, actually I'm going to close like 25% over here.
I close half one.
But this candle is about to close in 2 minutes. It should continue moving bearish. Gold is dropping. Yes. Oh, god damn. Damn, Daniel. Yeah, gold is gone, so it looks like gold's gonna come down. 1849. Daily wick if it still has this juice over here.
Yeah, Ted said it yesterday that we were getting that pullback to continue drop further down. But I'm not trading gold at all.
And Mac, your bed looks amazing.
My bet. Oh man, thank you. About the bed. Jenny's got a gun.
Ooh, look at this. Your JPY is also creating that bearish idea here on the 30-minute time frame. Can I take GJ? Man, you can take whatever you want. You can take GJ, you can take your JPY, gold, I don't know about gold. Gold is gonna get a little harder over here because I mean if you look at this candle, yeah, it's 43 pips. I mean, it's pretty big. Let's take a look on the 15-minute. Oh wow, man, 15-minute candle is also pretty big over here. See, this is what's happening on gold. This is what I would want on GJ. Like right here, we broke the low and we continued moving bearish. The same thing right here I want to see on GJ. We broke the low over here and it should continue moving down. There we go. The 1 hour candle has closed. 15-minute candle closed below 134. You got the 30-minute candle. 30-minute candle also closed below that 134. The only issue I have is that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 30-minute candles that are bearish. So one of the candles is going to be bullish, it's going to go up. And I don't know. I just want to get my TPs in, secure some positions, and then whatever happens to GJ, I'll let it happen to GJ.
I think it's going to rip down.
Nice. Yeah. Look at that. All right.
Perfect. It's gonna
approaching 10 pips at this point. Putting stops at break even.
133,700.
Oh, whoa, look at that move. Get the soundboards on.
Yeah, she continued dropping.
Yeah, secure.
All right, guys, you can all head home.
Yep. Congratulations, everybody.
Perfect. Another 10 pips.
Another great session here this morning. Very well done. Very well done.
Brought to you by the Mac Attack.
The Mac Attack and Raja Stack. So
Mac Attack and Raja Stack.
The only bank in the world that gives out money, man.
The Mac Attack and Raja Banks.
Raja Banks, free money.
Well, that was easy.
Yeah, that was easy. Listen here, YouTube Gulag. Whoever took this trade and you made some pips out of it, give a like on the stream, because once again, like every day, this was a great scam session here today. Everyone who came to the stream, you got scammed today in a profitable trade, made some free money first thing in the morning on Friday. So I think if you took this trade, just call it a day. And you know what, man? Listen, amazing. This was an amazing trade over here.
Bye.
Oh, you leaving, Mac?
No, I'm staying. I don't have no friends.
Oh, okay. We are your friends, bro. Come on. What's this?
I had sales from like 134,600 on like a penny lot from last night.
Ooh,
I woke up, it was like 150 pips in profit.
Oh, you made $10.
I made $12.
Nice. Nice, man. You made $12 in your sleep. That's crazy. Trade 1, GJ sells, plus 15 pips. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Could not get better than this, man. Just amazing. This was, just crazy, man. Let's look at your JPY also went down. GJ went down, gold, whatever. Yeah, man, I think we did good today. We did really, really, really good, man. I'm so happy for this trade. I don't even want to trade anymore today. I'm just gonna go downstairs. I smoked a joint last night and I left the rest of it, so I'm gonna smoke that roach, and then I'm gonna come back and have fun with the gulag. It's
Shout
Friday.
out. You are so shut out.
Yeah, man. Like it's amazing day today.
Dude, I was smoking last night in front of a bar and the dude got all pissed off. It's ridiculous.
Oh wow, this thing is still going over there.
Yeah.
Holy, are we gonna touch 133, 830? Let's take a look at this daily, right? Look at this daily candle here. Just moving bearish over here. Wow. Whoever has runners running at this point, man, you are eating some big filet mignons here today. Look at this nice juicy red candles. This is what we like. Nice juicy big red candles. Yep.
Structure on the 15 minutes, perfect. It's rejection. It's really nice.
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It was basically a very, very simple sell over here. We broke the low, entered the sell, stop losses here. TP was 10 pips with the runner, and it's just crazy. Oh wow, look at that. Your JPY also came down. Crazy, crazy move. All right, let's take a look at this chart. Euro USD. Man, I'm just thinking if I had my runner still running from this morning, wow, that would have been up a lot. But it is what it is. I used a lower risk. I had a 2 lot open, made like $190. Pretty good, pretty good. All right, let's take a look at Euro USD. Euro USD, very bad trade range. Okay, I agree with that. We have a support right here. So if we break below this area, we can continue on moving down. It's pretty good. Pretty good, close 75 or 10%. Let's take a look at the Chinese indicator here, right? Let's see what the Chinese indicator was saying. Chinese indicator was saying that the pound is really weak. The dollar is pretty strong, so GU should be dropping. So GJ should also be dropping, like yen is strong and pound is weak. So obviously, we had this drop here now. So it was pretty good. It's a very good drop. You think we breaking the weekly low? I don't think about anything now. All I knew when I came through the charts was that I want to enter a sell. I entered the sell, price came down here, and that's it. Done. Finish. If we break the weekly low, I think that's going to be something I'm going to be thinking about for next week, So yeah, it was a pretty good trade, man. Look at that. We came all the way down. Weekly low is like all the way down over here, 131. So if you think that weekly candle will continue down towards 132 and break it, I don't know. That's like Boris would have to resign for something like that to happen. Otherwise it's not happening. Let's just use our brains, guys. I mean, we have our daily support down over here. We need to break that first. So yeah, I mean, now if the daily candle is going bearish, you can expect that maybe Monday is going to continue bearish to fill this, to retest this low right over here. And if you look left, this made sense here, right? This daily right over here, this made sense here, this rejection. So this was a great example of breaking down the high time frame to the lower time frame, right? So we went down to the daily, we saw rejections, went down to the 4 hour, 4 hour was out of support, we're like, okay, whatever. And then we went down to our smaller time frames, and then we actually caught a really, really good move over here. Let me bring my levels back. Right over there. We had another one right over here. Yeah. So 15-minute was creating a support right at this point. Okay, hey, what do you think? Raja, what do you think as we are coming to the monthly close? I don't think nothing about the monthly close. I mean, monthly is going to close next week. So, we're approaching a strong consolidation area, so we don't know whether we're going to reject it or kind of like continue breaking down. We don't know that yet. All we know is that the 4 hour is bearish here. This is an entire liquidity zone where 4 hours coming into. So as price comes in, price looks left and price see that, okay, on the 24th September around London, pre-London, price came down into the same area, these range of prices, and we rejected. So what are the odds that we're going to keep rejecting this area here again now? Right, so if you look on the 1 hour, then we go to 30-minute, and then we can basically break down the levels we have. But this was a great sell over here. Now when we look left from where we are rejecting, I think if you go to a 30-minute time frame, this is the area we are rejecting right over here. So pretty good. One trade for the day. GJ sells, called it out, and yeah, I think that's about it. I'm not going to take any more trades here today. Hey guys, I use Hugo's Way as broker and I can't place take profit and stop loss. WTF. Well, that's just the way it is. That's the way it is. When you choose a broker and they are not good enough.
That's just the way it is. Wow, what a rejection. That's just the way it is. Like, for any broker issues, why do they ask you when you're the broker killer?
Yeah. Let's take a look here. Yeah, this trade, I don't think this was a good trade because the 15-minute time frame, I mean, yeah, 15-minute is a weak confirmation time frame. I've said it over and over again. It's a weak confirmation time frame. I mean, if you look on the 30-minute, if there was no confirmation on the 30-minute at all. I mean, there was no bullish confirmation on 30-minute at all. I mean, 134,600 is a very, very, very strong area, right? 134,600. So you needed a stronger time frame to give you confirmations in this area, right? So you looked at the weaker time frame to give you confirmations. So basically you paid the price, right? So even if this buy was a loss, I think whenever you're taking a loss, you should look to see that, okay, how could I have taken a winning trade? So maybe once this support was formed in a 15-minute, you took a buy and the anticipation price will go up, but this kind of closed bearish. Now, logically, when you can look back and say that, okay, you know what? Since we broke the support, I think the buying analysis was invalid. Then this basically meant that price may continue bearish since we have this clean candle here to the left-hand side. So this may continue bearish. This is why it's really important. Whenever you take a trade and your trade ends up in a loss, always look at the chart and look to see how could you have had a winning trade or how could you have gone with the winning bias. So first thing is, this was the weak confirmation time frame. Should have been looking at the 30-minute. 30-minute had no confirmations. If someone was looking for sells, I think someone sent me charts in Slack that they took sells at this point once this candle closed bearish here. So, maybe a lesson to be learned is to always look at the higher confirmation time frames for retests and stuff like that. In this case, the 15-minute was perfect because, the trend was bearish and we were trying to trade the trend. I was following your Chinese indicator. I don't know if it's really accurate. It's not accurate at all, man. Like, I mean,
People don't know we use that for like comical purposes.
yeah. You can't use that to trade, man. Come on.
No,
Chinese indicator, like, look, it says sell GJ. Are you gonna just sell GJ blindly? No, man. Like, you're gonna look at price action, and you're gonna see what's happening here. All right, let's take a look at this chart. Wow, look at that rejection. Crazy. Who let the dogs out? Who?
Sorry.
Okay. GJ took an impulse entry at 380 as it broke the high over here. Price went up. You closed positions. Yeah, beautiful. It's perfect. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know what to do anymore here. Like, Friday's done. It's over. Took the trade, wanted to take today first thing in the morning, and well, we can talk about conspiracies if someone wants to.
Yo, I love that bump you got going on the gulag.
The what?
The bump, that song.
Oh, the song.
Like you're about to drop a mixtape.
Yeah. Oh, someone donated $2. So this is the last time to join the Slack forever. Yeah, so basically what's happening is that I'm trying to move away from the entire mentorship thing. So the people who are with us now, they will stay here. You know, I'm going to be here as well, but I'm just really limiting everything. I don't want to grow in that space anymore. I have some other projects on the go which require my attention. So this is going to be the last time you can get access to the entire thing for a lifetime, and then I'm thinking about doing some changes, like maybe giving a 6-month access after that to either Slack or the database. So I don't know, haven't really planned that out yet, so we're going to see how that plays out. Does GJ and gold have positive correlation? No. I notice gold and GJ move together often. Yeah, but they don't have any correlation at all. They don't have any correlation. It's just coincidence. I would say it's just coincidence. I've seen it happen as well, but I don't see any correlation with the pound and gold.
Yeah, I've seen that happen a lot too.
Yeah. Do you guys have good stuff? Yeah, so in Canada, cannabis is legal in Canada. It's legal in Canada. It's grown indoors, outdoors. We have facilities. We have big plants that grow one of the best medicinal plants in the world here in Canada because it's legal. So once something is legal, then you have a lot of people working to get the best product. The best product possible. Let's take a look at this chart over here. Oh, someone donated $4.99. Thank you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to match all donations here today. How do you do this? You matching all donations. So far we have $6. Okay, perfect. All right, let's take a look at this chart. This chart is sell chart by Mac.
I had that with the penny lot sizes. I woke up, I was like 150 pips in profit. I'm like, what?
We made $12.
Yeah, $12. Commission, yeah, around $13.
When you place a trade, at what point do you decide to add a position as a runner? It's not like adding positions. It's like closing partials and then leaving like a runner at break even. That's what it's about. let's take a look at this chart. This is Euro New Zealand sells. All right, Euro New Zealand has been extremely bullish the past week. We're looking at the 30-minute chart, okay? Since it is trending above weekly resistance, my intentions are to look for a small resistance to short it, okay? I want price to retest this area and to go short. See, from what I think is that since you have this yellow line drawn, I think this is some sort of consolidation area, and if price is breaking above, I mean, if it forms resistance, I think the downside is down to this area right over here. But if it forms a support at this point, I believe we should continue moving up to retest this high and then continue moving up to your purple area you have drawn there. Do magic keys work with Mac? Hey Mac, do magic keys work with Mac? Yeah.
Yes, they work with me. I'll be pressing the buttons for you. No, on a serious note, you gotta have you gotta have parallels. If you have Catalina running, which is like an 86 or 64-bit OS, you gotta install the parallels and then get something from the library, which, you know, once you buy the magic keys, it comes with the folder, and then set it up and works on MetaTrader, cTrader, and you should be good.
All right. Hey Raja, what do you think about this trade? Can you help me out with this? All right, let's take a look here. This is GJ 15-minute. I don't know. I think the main move was right here. So now we just can't anticipate this candle to come down. That's chasing a trade that has already happened. So I think a better idea would be to wait for a retracement to form in order for price to come back down to retest the low. This is really important, right? So whenever you see a big candle happen, that's the trade. Some people coming in right now, if you see that this big candle happened down there, you have to tell yourself that, okay, you know what? This was the trade here and I missed the trade. When you tell yourself that you missed the trade, then you just have to wait, right? Because what happened here is that price came down, obviously made a low over here, and now it's retracing. So if you want price to continue moving bearish, you needed to create some sort of a minor resistance and then continue down to retest this low. You know, so what we did is we took the initial drop down. So I think with this trading idea, it's going to get a little difficult to execute because you're anticipating the 15-minute to continue bearish, even though the 30-minute candle is about to close like this. So you have to wait 8 minutes for the 30-minute candle to close in order to see if you can take a trade or not. So this here, it becomes very, very, very difficult to do.
Oh, quick question right here. When you put on input risk, that's the lot size you want to use, or the percentage?
You can define it.
1 to 100.
Yeah, you can define it. In the settings, you can define it. Either it's going to be a lot size or the percentage. And listen, if anyone who took a loss today, if you're over trading, you will lose 100%, man. Listen, trust me, please. On Friday, don't overtrade, don't over risk, don't be a fucking dumbass today. I'm saying this with love, you know, because a lot of people, they will try to chase losses on Friday and it will never, ever, ever work out. I know a lot of people who blow accounts on Friday, man. Every Friday it happens. So if you're taking a loss, just call it a day. Just be like, hey, you know what? It's over. It's done. There's no guest today? No. I tried contacting Ty. We had him before. I tried contacting Ty, but he never saw my message.
You're like the daddy of overtrading.
Who?
I remember I used to get scolded by you so much because I used to overtrade so much.
Oh yeah, I scold people all the time because they overtrade.
But it's good though, you know.
Yeah,
You're doing a good thing.
I just did a good thing.
I have a quick question. I'm trying to move over to MetaTrader 5. Is it pretty similar to MT4? Like
Yeah.
as far as controls?
Yeah, just about the same, bro.
It's
Is it the same? Is it the same login as well, or no? Do you have to get a separate login?
different.
It's a
So
separate
basically, what
login.
you have to do is like if you have a broker, you go to your back office and you just open an account in MetaTrader 5 and you transfer your funds from MT4 to MT5.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you're
Cool.
going to get a login information from MetaTrader 5, and then you'll download MetaTrader 5. And
Does by chance Funding Talent give you that option? Because I know I've been trading with them for a little bit.
MetaTrader 5, I'm not sure.
They don't actually.
They don't. No.
They don't, because the broker that he actually that's not true. You can ask it with Vantage. If you use the Vantage, yes. The other one, they don't have it. But once you get your live account, your live account is with Blackpool, and Blackpool just integrated the MT5.
Nice.
But you have to email them to ask for your access,
Login credentials. Yeah.
login information. They just actually did it for myself.
Cool, man. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Right. It all depends on the broker. Like if the broker supports cTrader, MT4, MT5, or MT5.
Yeah.
What's going on, Raja? I appreciate the education. I'm sure your trade I took. So yeah, I mean, I did a lot of journaling. My last, I think.
Oh, nice, man. Nice, man. Well done, well done. Beautiful.
Somebody sent you an OnlyFans video.
Yeah. Someone sent me a video. All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. This is, hold on. It's too bright. Chinese indicator said GJ sells. This is GJ 1 minute chart. Come on, Lucas, 1 minute charts. Waiting for my account to let me full margin based on Chinese indicator, and Raja looking for sells. Looking at the 1 minute chart candle. I'm just kidding. Gulag probably took this trade. Oh man, come on.
Good luck.
Lucas scammed me today. I was like, what the hell? Please, can you talk about psychology, particularly about increasing lot sizes, and if there any plan you had for yourself when starting out? I think Kerwin can answer this much better than I can.
Kerwin?
Yes. Well, what happened?
Yeah,
What was that?
He's on tequila right now.
Someone asked about psychology about increasing lot sizes.
Oh man, it's a pretty tough game talking about psychology and increasing lot sizes. First of all, you're gonna need to increase your account before you increase your lot size. Don't ever over risk anything, you know. And in order to increase your lot size, you will need to have at least a track record that you're doing pretty good with your trades. At least you're doing, you know, some nice job or around 70% gains. If not, don't do it, because 2 or 3 trades are gonna ruin your account and are gonna even ruin your psychology even more.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Like you know, when I started with like 0.10s, then 0.20s, then I went to 1 lots, then I went to 2 lots, then I got stuck in like 2 lots to 5 lots, and that was like you know, in the past 6 months, and that was like a very stressful moment for me, because I was getting like big losses, and that's something that I don't know how to describe it, going from like a 1 lot to 5 lots or 1 lot to 2 lots, because it's double, even though it sounds like it's nothing because it's just 1 additional lot. It's actually double the risk you're taking. So that can actually mess you up mentally. And what I did right now is that I went back down to my lot sizes and steadily going back up. But yeah, it's a big threshold to conquer and go up.
So overcoming that situation, were you pretty much just over trading or not managing your risk correctly?
Not much over trading, It's just seeing, your account being drawn down for just 5 pips, and it's like what, $50, $60,
Yeah.
and then you compare yourself to like a normal person or anyone else in the street, and that's someone else's salary for the day. So
So,
you like, that actually hits you.
yeah.
Like, oh man,
I get
let me close right away, and then the account, then the position will probably go in profit. You're like, oh shit.
Yeah, no, that's definitely something I've had to overcome, and I haven't had access to the database yet, but just coming up on the live streams, it's really been helpful managing my risk and cutting losses short and letting my winners run.
Right.
So yeah, it's been good. It's been a good journey so far, and I'm excited to keep trucking it with all you guys.
Thank you, man. What's your name again? Josh, right?
Joey.
Joey
Barba.
Yeah.
Joey
Joey
Barba.
Barba.
Yeah, Joey, you've been with us for a minute already.
It's been not too long, dude. Honestly, I actually just joined Market Fluidity. Was it last week when it opened? Right when it opened up, I literally at 11 p.m. my time, Pacific Standard Time, I saw it drop. I'm like, okay, I'm getting in.
Oh, dope.
No excuses. No excuses.
And you have rakeel, which is always gonna keep you on point, because he's always gonna be like, yeah, we're trading this, we're trading but that's good though,
Yeah,
he
man.
always keeps me on check, like whenever I do like dumb stuff, because I'm
I hear it.
Jumping from one pair to other.
No, I don't do that. He knows that. I don't
Come
do
on,
it.
man. Listen
Bro,
to this,
the
Raja.
only trade that mosquito. Got it. The only one the only pair that I was trading was AU, and that's just because I wanna have a pair to swing, and I was helping Bernard.
Okay.
But back then I used to trade gold, but somebody, god damn, this guy's trading GJ, AU, GCHF, EJ. What the heck?
Yeah. You know that increasing your lot sizes also is gonna put you in a not a good position when you manage your trades, because many traders out there, they work based on percentage and not based on
money.
how much you're willing to lose. So basically, if you're willing to lose in one day $200, and you take, let's say, 2 standards and one trade, basically you're just giving room for your daily day of trading like 10 pips. So that's why you need to increase your account before you're jumping to increase your lot sizes. Try to grow your account.
Yeah, I agree. I was always trying to jump the gun to make the most, and it never worked out in the past. Let's put it that way.
I think Raja can help you with with this, and it's the fact that basically now Raja is managing trades around 10 and 15 standards. Before he was going like 5 standards, but the pressure on your shoulders is even more. The drag down, once you see a drag down on 15 lots, then it's on a 5 lot. So basically, even though if you don't want to deal with it and you say, oh no, I'm good, no, it's not. You're feeling the pressure. Once you start seeing those red numbers going to $700, I mean, even though if the trade is going to reverse somehow at some point, you're not willing to lose 5 more pips to hold this trade and drag down, because it's too much for you.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, you compare that to like a realistic environment. Let's say somebody like your next door neighbor who has a BMW, Mercedes, and for a fact he's not even earning more than 100K a year, right? And you go into a drawdown of $1,000, you're like, oh shoot, that's like this guy's freaking weekly salary,
Yeah,
So
like the thing about lot sizes is basically like you have to get comfortable with lot sizes, right? So there are like 2 things. Like, once you trade based on lot sizes, the second thing is either you trade based on percentages, right? So if you're trading based on percentages, like let's say, so whenever someone comes in or joins, like I always tell them to, hey, like, you know, trade based on percentages. Like if you can trade based on, like, let's say 1% a day, 2% a day, you're trying to get really comfortable with that risk or with that loss, right? Lot sizes in the start is a little difficult because, you know, like let's say if you start with a 10-cent lot, you're doing 10-cent lot, 10-cent lots, then sometimes, like, you know, you want to do like 0.15 lot. So you have to really see if you are really consistent with that either percentage or a lot size. You know, the best thing to do is to, like, let's say if you're starting with a $1,000 account, or let's say, for example, you're starting with a $2,000 account, right? Once you're starting with the $2,000 account, you have to understand that, okay, with this $2,000 account, how much am I risking a day? Like, how much am I willing to lose in a day? So whenever I start my day, I always have this imaginary number in my mind, which I know that, okay, this is the amount that I'm willing to lose or risk in this trade or in this day or whatever the case may be, right? Because, like, once you get comfortable, here's the thing, man, like, listen, when you're disciplined and you're taking one trade a day and you're risking, like, let's say $20 every day, you're not over trading, then you're really looking at charts from a logical perspective. Because if you take a trade, like let's say someone took a sell here and they expected candle to continue down to fill this wick and they got stopped out here, right? If you get stopped out here, you lose like $20. Now you got to look at this and say, okay, like, you know what, I took one trade, I lost the trade. Let's see how I could have had the winning trade. So then you start to look at certain stuff that, okay, maybe I should have waited. Like in this case, maybe we can wait for another resistance to form for price to come down, or support to form for it to go up or whatever the case may be, right? That's for you after you lose the trade. But when you're really increasing lot sizes, one big mistake people make is that, like, let's say someone goes from 10-cent lots to 30-cent lots, right? Now you increase your lot sizes. If your stops are like 10, 15 pips, obviously your risk is also increased. Now, the worst thing you're going to do is to take a trade on 30-cent lot, and if that's a losing trade, then you're going to reduce your lot size to 10 cents, right? So if you lost the 10 pip trade on a 30-cent lots, and if you win a 10 pip trade on a 10-cent lot or a 15 pip trade on a 10-cent lot, guess what? You're still in an overall loss, right? So if you're increasing your lot sizes to, let's say, 30 cents, then you have to stick with 30 cents. You can't come back down, because if you're losing on 30 cents, and then if you're winning on 10 cents, you're still in an overall loss. You know, this was one mistake I made in the beginning, that I remember I went from 50-cent lots to 1 lots, and then when I would lose on 1 loss, I'd be like, oh man, okay, let's go back down to 50. And it didn't make any sense, because I was losing 10 pips on 1 lots, and then I was winning 10 pips on 50-cent lots. So overall, I was still losing, and I couldn't really understand that. So then I had to say, okay, like, you know what, no matter what happens, I have to stick with the lot size I'm going to use. Because, you know, normally what happens is when you increase your lot size, like, I don't know if the market is watching or what's going on, but whenever we increase the lot size,
it's not the market watching. It's just
the
yeah.
pressure. It's the pressure.
It's the pressure, right? It's
no,
but
but the thing is,
psychological pressure.
But the thing is, whenever you increase the lot size, the first trade with that new lot size, it's a losing trade.
Always, it's always
all the time.
Bro,
Yeah,
I dropped a 5 lot, bro. I was sweating. I'm like, oh my god, I'm in a sauna right now, and I was like 2 pips in drawdown.
Yeah, you know, every time you do that, it's a loss, and you're like, oh, what's happening?
Yes.
You know, so you always have to keep like the same lot size. Keep it always the same, but understand that you have the capital to back up that lot size. It's not like you have 2,000 and you jump up to like 3 lots. Obviously, you can't. Like, that's not sustainable at all.
Can I give a little trade idea? Like whoever it's
Wow, what a retracement.
Whoever hasn't traded,
just grab 26 pip.
You bought it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoever never secured any profits, they're mad.
For a deep retest, something.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a big pullback on the 4 hour. It's like,
holy shit.
It's like the 4 hour is trying to pull up its pants. Came down, saw water, and decided to pull up its pants.
Shit.
Wow, crazy. Oh, hey, Raja, I am confused. How can I improve? Well, the first thing you can improve is by not overtrading. You know, please don't overtrade on a Friday today. Please, please, please. It's the most saddest thing here. Oh, what's this? I missed the trade and I was waiting for the 30-minute candle to close below this level. Okay, is my level wrong? Your level is correct. The only thing is that you were waiting for the 30-minute to close, and 30-minute did not close in a way to give you a good confirmation for a sell. I think that confirmation we saw was on the 15-minute time frame for a sell. And then I was expecting it to respect this area to continue down, but I guess it continued moving up. I think the first step towards profitability is being okay with walking away from the charts after one trade. Like if you can consciously walk away from the charts after taking one trade or two trades, you have made a huge progress in your psychological abilities to trade. Like trust me on that. Like most people, you know, they walk away, but they're still looking at their phones for trades, you know, they're still looking at the charts, they're still trying to see what's happening. But as long as you can just strictly walk away and don't give two fucks about the charts after you walked away, it's just going to help you a lot. What's this? GPCAD. Ooh, idea on daily, rejection of weekly, retests on daily, 30-minute impulse execution upon break of bullish low. Oh, right over here, 15-minute strong bearish close, 50% closed. Okay, so you managed the risk. Let's take a look at that on the 15-minute time frame. And as we're looking at the 15-minute time frame, so this candle closed bearish. So I guess you expected this candle to continue moving down. So so your stop was somewhere over here, I would say.
I put it above the wick of that previous of the 30-minute.
30-minute? Oh, okay. Yeah. So I would have had it right over here, because if this 15-minute candle opened with no wick at the top, this means there's no... So this could be like a strong level, but yeah, I think I don't know what happened.
So
but
at what point would you have closed 50% then?
I would have closed. Well, didn't really had a chance to close 50%. Probably would have gotten stopped out by this whole move up over here.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, it was pretty tough.
Idea on the daily, I just think made a lot of sense. At the time, you know, rejection, created the low, broke the low of the previous daily. You know, saw lower time frame confirmations to, you know, retest that low or at least make it to a 4-hour support. So,
yeah, it made, because the 4-hour was down here, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it made perfect sense. The 1-hour candle was also down over here. It made perfect sense.
That's my only thing is that 1 hour closed above that support, but I've seen this happen many times where it works out.
Yeah. So this was just the probability of it not working out. Plus, you could say, well, it's a Freaky Friday.
Freaky Friday.
Plus, I'm watching GJ drop. I'm like, all right, pound might be dropping.
Yeah.
So, not that should be an additional confirmation, but I don't know.
Glenny Granny.
I'm confused with the bias right now. How you see the macro? Right now, I have no bias. I mean, if you're confused right now, the best thing to do is to remove all analysis and then do fresh analysis. So if you're looking on the 1-hour time frame, we see that we're approaching some sort of the support area, and yeah, that's about it. I'm not taking any more trades, so I have no bias.
Mac, where you from, bro?
I was born in Cuba. Then I lived in Miami, and I'm in New York.
Oh, okay.
Directly from Pinar del Rio.
That's all the country people live at. If I'm a fake trader, then I must be a godly fake trader. Damn, that's the Gulag King right there.
You know, to be honest, I wasn't really expecting this move up. So I would categorize this move up as Freaky Friday.
Yeah.
There was no news. I even looked at news. There was no breaking news. No one said anything.
I mean, technically, you said it. I mean, all those bearish candles, we needed some sort of retracement, and that's probably the pullback to continue down.
Maybe this was something that moved pound. I mean, this was from Bank of England, but they didn't really talk about how things are going to get better for businesses. All they're talking about how this new impact will really affect them negatively. So I would categorize this as Freaky Friday move.
Freaky Friday.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not going to overtrade. I'm just happy I'm not going to over leverage on a Friday. So I hope no one does that as well. The virus cases doubled in the UK. I see on phone news pop up earlier. Could have impacted. Yeah. Who will be the guest for today? We have no guest for today.
Oh, it keeps pumping up.
Yeah,
Jesus.
it keeps pumping up. Crazy.
Wow.
I just hope no one's holding a sell from down here or
Jesus,
up over here.
almost 60 pips already.
Yeah.
I'm holding my runner.
Beautiful. Let's take a look at this chart over here. This is GU looking to sell once it closes below 1.27. Looking for a little retracement to push lower. Okay, this makes sense. So maybe if you can get some sort of a retracement here where you have this line over here, you could get a move down.
Jeez, my little penny lots would have gotten stopped out. I don't know, dude. That's a huge retracement.
Yeah, I'm gonna be back. My day's basically done. I'm gonna leave the stream in like in half an hour anyway. Is 500 USD enough to start? Yes. I started with 1,000 Canadian, which was 700 US dollars. That's what I started from. Ooh, what
You know what I gotta say to that? It's not about how much you start with, it's about finding consistency. Because once you find consistency, you're good. You can start with $50, $100, but if you're not consistent, it doesn't matter how much you start with. You know, more money or less money is not gonna make you a profitable trader.
So that was Kevon. He's one of our
Kevon.
OGs. Bro, you have to repeat what I say all the time.
No, there's a lag.
Come on, man. There's a lag. You guys said there's a lag.
It's a lag. My bad.
Oh man. So, Kevon, like, what's the best way to find consistency?
The best way to find consistency is focus on one thing. So perfect example, Roger does the exact same thing. He comes on the stream at 6:30 and he ends the stream anywhere about 9 o'clock. And he's repetitive. That's all he does. He looks for the same setup. He looks for the market to make a high or make a low or go with trends. So find whatever works for you, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
But
I think
if you're hopping from strategy to strategy, you're never gonna find consistency. It's just never gonna happen.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That was Kevon. His PayPal address is mac@paypal.com if you want to donate.
yeah, it looks like this candle is coming to close about 134.350. This was a support formed here yesterday. We still got, what, 12 minutes left for the candle to close. I'm going to go have some food, get some coffee, and let's see how this candle closes in 12 minutes.
Did everyone get those cells?
Not me. From London, you said?
I know the sales that just happened probably around 7 o'clock, I think it was.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm just chilling today, basically.
Yeah, to be honest, for this sell, I was scared about the 134 flat level, and it has been respected, so that's why I didn't jump into that sell.
So I wasn't scared of that level because we rejected. When I looked at it earlier this morning, I thought we were reject from the daily, and then we made a new low on the day. So I felt comfortable with those sales right there. The only difference is it's a Friday and the market moves, you know what I mean, a little weird on Fridays, but I thought we just reject from the daily. And once I saw that, I was comfortable because once we reject from the higher time frame, it's going to break all the lower time frame.
Yep.
But that one right there, you would have probably had that one. You had to drop down. Like if you were looking at the 30 minutes, you might miss them unless you drop down to like the 15 minutes, and then you saw some nice rejection candles from there.
How's everyone doing?
Good. Chilling.
Talking to me?
No, just watching.
That's Caesar.
I think this level right here, if we close above this level right here, I think we can retest the highs, but
it's Friday, right?
It's Friday, so
it's hard, guys. Looks good, but it's Friday.
I already got my one trade of the day. I'm done.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, on Friday, you just want to respect your plan and just don't freak out and no FOMO. You should be fine. Yeah, just close 50% of that runner. I think Raja went to the basement.
Most likely, yeah.
Raja went to the moon.
Yeah.
Smoke break.
Oh yeah.
When he comes back, he's gonna be all happy and stuff. Hopefully, he won't bitch me out.
Someone said Raja is in the USA. No, I'm in Canada, the best country in the world.
Or in the basement.
Or in the basement.
Why do people keep saying that I'm short? Do you tell people I'm short?
Bro, you're 5'6". That's short.
I'm 5'8", bro.
5'6" is short, man.
That's because you guys are tall.
No, we're normal height. What do you mean?
5'4".
Bro, for a Pakistani, bro, you tall. You are pretty tall for a Pakistani.
No, for human beings, I think 6 feet and above is average height.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not.
Yeah, like below 5'6", you start moving into the dwarfism gray area.
Do you wanna?
Dude,
Can you prove it?
No.
When I met Roger and Ted, I'm telling you, video and picture doesn't describe the height.
Right, for real. Like I'm saying, that's what I said. Right, when you guys went to Scarlett's, right?
Stay.
We
went to dinner.
Yeah, I went to dinner.
I'm like, who the fuck is this guy opening the door? And it was Ted, right? I'm like, oh man, and I gave him a hug.
Good morning.
The camera actually takes away from Roger height, guys. Roger is a big guy.
Yeah.
I know when your friend bucked up to you in the UK, he thought you was a little guy, huh?
Bro, so what happened was like, so I was on the phone, I was sitting down, I was on the phone, and I saw this guy followed by 2 other guys come with a hoodie. They come with a hoodie and they kind of like stand like this in front of me, right? And I'm like, and I look up and it's him. I'm like, oh shit, hey man, how are you? Like I stood up and
like a movie from the 80s.
Yeah, like I stood up and I like forwarded my hand, right? I'm like, hey, how are you? So he never shook my hand. And then he's like, oh, you're a big man. You're a big man. So I like stepped up to him. I'm like, of course, like, why are you guys here, right? So there was him, there was Amanat. Amanat was standing in the corner with his phone like this. This is how he was standing in the corner, literally like this. I looked at him, I'm like, oh, you're making a movie here. Yeah, so then, like, we started talking, and I'm like, hey, listen, I'm at a boot camp right now.
He's on the phone.
Yeah. So I'm like, listen, like, I'm on the boot camp right now, and like, I have a responsibility here I have to fulfill to these people. Like, these people are here for like, for a purpose, and I'm like, once this purpose is over, then we can, like, talk. So why don't you guys, like, like, stay around here and come back at 5 p.m. and then we can talk all you want, we can do whatever you want, and then I don't know, man, there were like 5 guys over there. There were like 5 guys there, and I was like, why are you 5 guys here? Just like, let's like come one person.
Like straight up, like you wanna show up to a Rumble show by yourself. That's it.
Raja, is that a dead mouse shirt?
That's a gas mouse.
I asked him the same thing, like when he first had it, he bought the dead mouse shirt, but it's like one of those cheap $6 shirts.
Yeah, so I was looking at this chart here actually before, right here. So I kind of agree with that too. Like if we do form a support here, there's a potential for price to come up. But I'm not doing anything because it's Friday, chilling. When you initially started with $700, did you continually deposit or did you slowly build it throughout the year? Yeah, I continuously deposited more. Like, my next deposit was like 5,000, and then after that I deposited like 10,000. So it's like continuous deposits. Like, here's the thing, like when you start to realize that that now you're getting consistent. Like when you consistently start making profits, then you're like, okay, you know what? Like I'm playing on like $1,000 account, $2,000 account. Let's just bump it up by 5,000 more because you're not being consistent, and let's see what happens. So when you bump it up by like 5,000 or 3,000, now obviously in terms of risk, your lot size is also increased. So that's where psychologically you take a big hit, because now you're moving from, let's say, 50-cent lots to $2 lots. Your drawdowns are not in like $30s and $40. Now your drawdowns are in like $130, $140. That's where your drawdowns are. So at that point, with respect to percentage, you have to be okay with that, because knowing that, okay, like, if you took a one lot buy on like a $5,000 account, the most you're losing is like $100 or $120, $30. And then your conscious efforts go into to see that how, when you know that this position is not going to work out, like 80% of the time, you always know that this position is going to hit stop loss. 80% of the time, you know that, once it goes in drawdown. So that's the point where you start focusing on that, okay, how do I want to reduce this risk? Like if I'm going to lose $140 on this trade, how can I reduce it? Maybe removing a percentage of the position to reduce the loss, so instead of losing like 140, you lose like $100 or $80. I think that's where like you should focus on first, like after you increase your lot size a little bit, like how to keep these losses small.
Rakeel, when it comes to increasing lot sizes, I know one of my issues in the past was increasing lot size and increasing risk, because I've never been a gambler. So I know there's a ton of traders out there going through the same shit. Like how would you explain to them how to increase lot sizes psychologically and get used to that, putting more money on the line?
Yeah, I
It's
think
really hard, bro.
Yeah, I think you gotta get excited about, okay, so I'm gonna tell this about myself, right? So when I first bumped up to 15 lots, that was a lot, because now I went from risking 700 on 10 lots to risking like 1,000 or 1,200. So that's like a big jump. So at that point, I really got excited to see how I can really reduce my risk. Like if I open a 15 lot and if I see, okay, let's take this, for example, here, right? Let's take EJ here, for example. Let's take a look at the 15 minute. So let's say I took a sell right over here as this candle started, and I placed my stop loss right up over here, and I anticipated price to move down. Let's say that's the trade I took. Now, if this was a 15 lot and my stop loss is right over here, I'm never gonna let my position hit full stop loss right over here. If I see the 15-minute candle closing bullish, I'm closing half. No questions asked. I'm closing half, because I know if this is still like a retracement, it can still go down, but at the same time, I can still get stopped out too, right? So now I'm really playing with risk, right? So just notice how I'm playing with risk. So once this candle closes bullish, I close 50%. When the next candle breaks the high of the previous one. Now, if we talk about trends, this is how bullish trends move. Now, everybody knows this, but I'm still going to repeat it. Like, we make higher highs, lower highs, higher highs, lower highs, higher highs. So if I see a candle breaking the high of the previous candle, now there's a probability for it to create a higher high. So at that point, I'm closing another 50%. Right? So right here, I closed 7.5 lots. So I got 7.5 lots left. Right here, I closed what, like 3 lots, So now I've really lowered my risk from 15 lots down to 3 lots. So I really get excited about that when I'm managing risk.
What you're saying is increasing your lot size helped you with the risk management.
With risk management. Because my aim is not to lose more than $1,000 in a day. That's my aim. Yeah.
I think I kind of did like the opposite, where I learned how to manage risk. I got more confident, and then I increased my lot size. But then when you increase your lot size, you almost in the beginning have to hide the profit, the P&L, just because you're not used to putting so much money on the line, and that's going to help a lot of you guys. But that's that was just my weakness. I mean, I've always had the discipline and all that stuff, but when it comes to putting money on the line, it just that was what was holding me back.
Yeah, especially when it's grocery money.
What was that?
Especially when it's like grocery money. Like, oh, what am I gonna feed my child today?
You got to trade with money. You can't, you can afford to lose.
Of course.
Yeah, it's the worst when you take money from someone to do that.
You're saying trading with someone else's money?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oof.
crazy
That's
waters.
it's great, man. It's another thing to manage your own money, and then it's a whole another thing to manage someone else's money.
Yeah. Have you ever done that before, Rakeel?
Yeah, I've done that before. Didn't really work out, so I had to pay them back. Like that's a lot different sort of pressure.
It's
Different
like so much
pressure.
stress, bro. Especially
Yeah.
if you're like a good human being. you know?
Yeah, that's why like, if you look at these hedge funds, that's why their risk is so tight on everyone. Like I know this one guy, he works for a hedge fund. They're like in a day I can risk 0.05% in a day. That's all.
That percentage is a lot of money, right?
Yeah, like he's managing around like 250 million, right? But
Yeah.
like that's the max risk he can use, and he's like, man, like there are some guys who are allowed to use like 0.1% risk as well. But if the risk is hit, you're told to go home. Like you go home straight up.
Oh man. Like
Yeah.
go pack your lunchbox and go home, Jimmy.
Yeah, that's it. Because like
you lost Jimmy Butler's money.
There's a point I'd like to make, Rakeel. Every time I was increasing my lot size, that first trade would always hit stop loss.
Yeah.
And then you're like, man, I send you a chart, and I was like, dude, it hit stop loss. I don't know what I did,
Yeah. Or hey, it hit stop loss again.
Yeah, but you over 10 trades, it'll hit twice, right? But it's that first one, and maybe you're nervous, maybe I don't know, the stars are aligned in a particular way.
Talking options.
And then you up your lot size, and that one always goes, and it kind of dents your confidence a little bit. And plus, you were on a higher lot size as well, or more money on the line as well. So it kind of, there's some psychology going on that way as well.
Right.
So I forget who brought it up. Is it Stefan? Is that how you pronounce it? That question? Stefanos. I'm glad you brought that up because honestly, looking at when he takes like 15 lots, Raja, when you take 15 lots and I see only like $200 loss, $300 loss, honestly, that inspires me more than the profits, just because like the way you can manage that is just so inspiring.
Risk management changed everything for me. And that's honestly 100% from Rakeel.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the thing is, like we focus on making money all the time. That's what we're focused. We're just focusing on how to make the most money possible. We're not. So when we make money, we get excited, right? When we get a winning trade, we're all excited. We're like, oh yeah, we got a winning trade, this and that. But like normally people don't get excited when they're managing loss, because that's also a skill. A skill is not only to make money, which takes the longest to achieve. A skill is to manage risk, which can happen from like right now. Like your next trade you can take and you can decide to really, really manage risk.
And it's all subjective. The way you guys manage risk and close 50% at some point, it could be a different percentage. It could be at a different point. You could be securing at 15 pips instead of 10. I mean, I suggest 10, but it's all subjective to you guys and what you guys are comfortable with. Got a little retest on GJ.
Yeah, seems like it. See, now this is a clean range here for GJ.
It's gonna continue up.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. This is a clean range. Now we formed a support right down over here. This candle is going to close in 7 minutes. If it closes above that area, we formed support. But I'm not taking any trades anymore.
Yeah, me neither.
It's a Friday. It's Freaky Friday, can happen anytime. So, staying safe. Staying safe, staying strong. Oh, wow, look at that.
I kind of closed my front and broke the previous low.
Yeah, now we broke the high. It should continue bullish.
Yeah. Oh well.
Oh man, tired.
I mean, overall, GJ is very bearish, so I don't know how we got that pull back. So
It's Freaky Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, technically, pullback now makes sense. Fundamentally, it doesn't make any sense at all. Because technically, if you see like move up from here, this is kind of like, oh, what the hell is happening with GJ? But then when it closed above this level and we had this break above this area, then it makes sense. Okay, yeah, it should continue going up. Like from this point, you either start arguing on, oh, but it's bearish, this and that, or you look at it logically and say, oh, okay, well, yeah, it makes sense to go up. Brexit news. So someone said Brexit news. Let's take a look here. Probably somewhere else. Wasn't Brexit news. Apple's 15 billion tax victory. Oh, what? 13 billion tax. Can you imagine? This is what happened on the 17th September, Thursday. Full correction is not possible. London, New York, and we came right back up over here. So full correction is possible. Oh, full correction is not impossible. Okay.
Rakeel, you did that trading net challenge?
Trading net challenge? No. No, I don't think. No, like you can't do that on TradingView. I think that's pretty dumb. The reason I say that is because you can't really, because I mean, let's take a look right over here, right? Let's take a look right over here. If we're saying that, okay, this candle is going to go down, the way TradingView prints candles is boom, boom. You know, like this bearish candle would be like boom, boom.
Yeah.
It won't be like, okay, we're coming down, okay, so at this point I want to close, at this point I want to close. You know, that looks more real. But when the candle happens, boom, boom, and then you say, well, I would have closed right down there. And then someone's going to say, well, buddy, like, it's easy to say now because the candle is formed already.
If you're a swing trader, you could do it on there, but that's why I went over to SoftFX, because it's just like, yeah, like you said, two different moves. And you're like, what the hell? Like, how did that candle actually form?
Yeah.
So you can't really do that challenge as a scalper on TradingView.
Yeah, it was good. Like the people who did the challenge, it's pretty good. Like, you know, they did well. But yeah, personally, I know I wouldn't do that challenge. I'd probably do it on the software FX.
Yeah, simulator.
Yeah. So, someone's saying once upon a time everyone was in Gulag. Oh, you know what I thought? We thought we could make some Gulag shirts.
Oh yeah, Sasha.
Yeah, the shirts for the Gulag. We should get Sacha on it.
Gulag
Sasha's,
shirt?
Yeah.
Sasha's face on it.
Yeah, make the non-profit Gulag shirts.
Be the next edition.
So basically, I mean, I was Gulag originally, right? And then I came into the Big Boys League. And now I've joined the VIP League. Look, oh, we can't see it though.
What's the VIP League?
The VIP League is the Magic Keys League.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So everyone who owns the magic keys, you win the league.
That's one level up now. So you see, it's upping the levels, you know.
But yes, it used to be in multi-stream a lot. So
yeah, I can't trade two. I'm just stuck to one now. I used to during COVID when I was stuck at home.
Yeah, that's crazy. Trading 2 sessions.
Yeah.
It's overwhelming.
Oh yeah, there is a strategy, Rakeel, that really works. It's called monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
You know
whatever
what?
I see you do, man, I was just copying it, bro.
I was
You're gonna
doing a
go.
lot of
You're
conference
gonna go.
leadership training, and I was always telling people when you lead a group, don't forget that monkey see, monkey do. You know, so
That's it.
You're gonna go far in life, kid. You're gonna go really far.
Yeah, I don't know how far that's gonna take you, but
Probably up to the nearest tree and get the nearest mango, and that's it. Have you ever heard the saying, fake it till you make it?
oh yeah.
That works, though.
Don't
Nah,
forget, I did a lot of MLM before, so fake it until you make it was one of the key things.
yeah, that was one of the key things too. I remember.
Bro, I remember I was in high school in Miami, and I had this company. I think it's called Vector. They used to sell knives. Imagine like knives, and they would go to like a high school and tell kids to go to their parents, go to their family, and try to sell them knives. It was like a pure pyramid scheme. And we'd be
Remember
like,
that?
"Oh my god, I used to sell knives." Knives. Imagine a high school kid with a knife, like a cooking knife, like a nice, perfect chopping knife. Like, oh, I'm selling knives. I wonder what happened with that company. I think they went bankrupt.
don't worry, Mac. When you write your book, you can put it in there.
Yeah, no, my autobiography is it's coming along.
Out now in all good retailers.
Oh, right here, look. I got it. Like, rakeel.
The what?
I'm gonna post the link in the Zoom. I can imagine that, like, oh, you did vector too.
Ooh, look at that 15-minute close. 15-minute close above that support, but it closed bearish. This is something really cool to look at. So I'm just looking at this. Amazing, man. Like how, like if this closes above support over here, will it continue moving up or not? I think that's gonna be, yeah, that's gonna be very interesting to kind of watch.
It's like Animal Planet. You know,
Yeah.
there's a lion here. And
Yeah,
there's
you
a
don't have to try.
cheetah.
What if?
Oh,
What if something like this happened?
Oh my god, that would be lovely.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah. Considering the rejection to 134,500, yeah.
You need a nice clean close below that. Oh, 350 area.
Well, according to our circular Fibonacci over here, I don't think that should happen. Like this. Just like this. So why don't we all stay calm over here and take a look at how, oh, you know what? This is where those ideas came. Yeah, look at this. This is orbital fibs over here. So this 1.68 level is in retrograde with this 2.618 level right over here. See this? It's in retrograde. So it has to move away from its orbit for it to continue moving up. Can you imagine someone trades like that? Man, that's crazy. Oh, man.
Can you draw fibs or no?
Yeah, these are fibs, man.
No, like the regular fibs.
What do you mean? These are the regular fibs.
No, those are not the regular fibs.
No, those ones they came later. These were the original fibs over here.
No, I think those are the new fibs.
Brother, trust me.
I'm older than you.
Yeah, let's see. Okay, let's draw our regular fibs over here. All right, so they start from the top of the wick and they go to the bottom of the wick, right? Is that how you do it?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
but then the numbers have to be on the right.
What do you
No,
mean?
it's okay.
That's okay. It's
Yeah.
the same thing.
That's okay.
It's the
Yeah.
same thing. Okay. So
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
No, it's okay.
no, it's,
No, you're right.
you're
Yo,
right.
Raja,
Yeah.
draw from the top wick to the bottom wick. That's it, brother.
Yeah, that's what I
you
did.
Burner.
Yeah, so you good. What's
We
it at, like
good.
50.0 or 618?
Yeah, so this is at this is at 618.
Yeah, that means full blown sales according to Fibs.
Okay.
All right, there you go. Boom.
Yep.
Full margin sales.
Golden key ratio.
This is a golden key ratio over here.
Where's the magic keys?
All right. So let's just see. Okay, let's just test this out. Let's just test this out based on price action too. So below the 618 level is the 0.5 level, which is also at this support over here. So why would I want to sell at a 0.618 level when 0.5 level is at a key support area over here? What does Fib say about that? Does that mean?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Come on, Fib, say something.
But support is subjective, right? Somewhat.
Yes. So we're expecting support to be formed here based on we had support over here too, right? So in that case, support becomes subjective because now there's a probability involved.
Yo, it's funny, Raja, because I bet if you were to go onto like the daily and draw the Fibs on the other way, you know what I mean? Like that's why Fibs is very subjective, man, because it depends on what time frame you're gonna use them.
Okay. We go on the daily.
Daily, yeah.
Draw it from up over here to down here.
No, I think it has to be from like here.
Oh, from over here.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, so
try the bodies only.
Bodies only.
No wicks. Wicks don't lie. Okay.
Bodies only. But still, like even if you do like the wicks only, like it does seem like it's tapping that 0.618 golden ratio area to continue down or whatever on the daily.
There really should be from swing to swing.
Yeah, it's gotta be a swing high to a swing low.
Bro, so I'm asking you guys, man. Like, tell me.
I'm so
I was letting
already.
I was letting other people contribute.
My head hurts.
When I used to use Fibs, I used to confluence the Fibs on different time frames, but I used to lose money, so don't listen to me.
Oh wow, man! If you gotta think so much to put on Fibs, screw that. I'm just gonna stick with this thing right over here.
It does take some getting used to.
EMAs are better.
EMAs don't lie.
Hey, because of you, I started to document and journal all my trades. It's going amazing and improved my trading so much. Oh. Let's take a look over here. We have an Instagram request. Let's take a look. Brindy FX. Grind to make kind of a journal for my trading. Oh, nice. Oh, these are before. This is after. Beautiful. Yeah,
I don't know how
pretty good.
Stefano does it, like all those journaling and he does like word by word. That's crazy.
Man, I'm actually doing it as we speak right now. It takes time, man.
You're doing it? I always see Stefano like typing down and then and I look at the
Dude,
Instagram.
you literally
it's
have to go back and forth.
It's like a whole paragraph. It's like a whole dictionary.
No, it's amazing.
No, it's incredible. I love it.
It takes time.
Thanks, guys.
His journaling is good because it's journaled on every time frame. Look at this over here, different time frame, different time frame.
Nah, Sacha's journaling is like, No, I'm playing. Sacha's is good too. It's more
Thanks, guys.
French.
Oh, someone is saying Fibs is saying buy.
Fibs is saying buy.
Let's see here. So if we draw the Fibs the opposite way. See, the opposite way, it seems like it should retest 0.618 and go up.
Right now, it's actually on the 1 minute. It's actually below support. So. I think it's gonna continue down. Yeah, right now on the 1 minute.
Let's take a look at the 1 minute. Oh wow!
How the 30-second is looking.
See, it's making.
Do you have the paid version? You can go on the 15-second.
TikToks.
It's making a shoulder, and this is the head.
Yep.
And the shoulder.
Yep.
And this neck is about to snap. Is that what they mean by cells?
Yeah.
The neck will break.
Now you measure the entire neck, and then you see how big is gonna be the impulse move to the downside.
Oh, okay. Let's measure.
Yeah.
So
basically, it's like 20 pips.
How do you measure the neck?
Oh,
right here?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh.
To the top. To the top.
You know, you have an option.
Yes.
Okay.
You have an option.
18 pips. Yeah. So that's the next move. So from 134 300, next move should be to 134 100, somewhere there.
So the bigger the neck, the bigger the break below the neck.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, you have an option, right, on the things for head and shoulders.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where is it?
Look for head and shoulders. On the not geometric, on the it's called on the patterns.
So people who are watching, they must think this guy is such a noob, man. He knows
patterns.
Oh, patterns.
Patterns right there. Yeah. Head and shoulders.
Oh, there we go. Head and shoulders.
Or
so
they're gonna take that. Yeah. Or they're gonna take the trade, and then they're gonna start blaming you if the trade fails.
So yeah, head and shoulders.
That's what I think they're doing.
Man, I wouldn't
So
take
many
my
sales
trades
right
now. I wouldn't take my trades right now. It's just interesting to see now what's happening here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Consider that I had a sell from 134 500, so hopefully it breaks from there.
Oh, 1 minute.
Yeah,
head
it
and
should
shoulders.
continue down. Look at the 1 minute. You see the big 1 minute.
Oh wow, man.
Follow
yes,
that
it's gonna
trend
continue
to
down
100.
To at least a
134,
200. Yeah, 200, 216.
100.
And
See,
that's
man, you guys called me good. These are the professionals over here.
But don't trade based on this at home.
no, yeah. Don't trade based off the 1 minute or head and shoulders.
No, it's dangerous.
Because now the 1 minute could go ahead and bounce back and go above this support, and it's gonna become a.
You will need a lot of confidence.
Oh wow! So Kervin's candle is coming true. Kervin drew a big candle over here.
Yeah.
Nice. So that fib is also working over here now. Yeah.
But then you have go on the 1 minute real quick. I'll show you something. All right, so on the 1 minute you have here 216, right? Yeah. That's the next area of support on the 1 minute. Because if you extend it, it's gonna probably bounce back, go back up, and then continue down.
You see, Mac is a pro.
I'll probably go like this.
Kervin said Mac is a problem.
The pro.
No,
big
Mac
problem.
is a pro. It's a pro. No, he's a pro. It's a professional.
I actually learned that from Jeevan.
So this should come up to a retest and continue moving bearish. So seems like we're gonna get out of the retrograde to the bearish side. See, now that makes also sense on the 30 minute, because if the 30 minute is closing below this area, this means it should continue bearish. So we have overwhelming confluence that this should continue moving bearish. We have confluence from the circular fibs, from the regular fibs, from the Kervin's drawing he did earlier, from head and shoulders on the 1 minute. Wow. Overwhelming confluence.
Hey, Raja, we got news in 1 minute.
Oh,
What?
nice. Even better, man. This
Even
is
better.
Yeah, you got-
let me
you
run
got
my
Durham.
take profit all the way to the support because my take profit is a 134 flat.
Yeah, you got durable goods coming in for USD.
nice. Let me throw in another deposit over there.
So let's hope it clears in before the news.
Yeah,
We got
because
2
I mean,
minutes.
if there's news and this is happening over here, this 30-minute candle is closing like this, it should continue moving bearish. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we got the 1 second chart over here. Oh, wow.
Oh,
look
what?
At that. 1 second chart.
Oh, that guy's lucky. How'd he get that one?
Yeah,
Pay
shit.
for
man.
the super ultra instinct.
I think he has a super ultra package. Do
Oh,
I
you
have
have
that?
the 1 second too. Yeah.
Oh, I have to upgrade it.
Oh wow, you're a cheap ass.
No, but I already bought them. I
Gotta
already
buy
have
it again.
I overtrade sometimes and always end up losing. How can I control and tell myself when to limit profit and losses? It says right over here, man. Do not overtrade. Don't be a dumbass. So you should just stop overtrading. The best way to stop overtrading is just ask yourself, what's the best way to stop overtrading? What can you change in your body to stop overtrading? Just don't overtrade. There's
Go
nothing.
to the gym.
Yeah. Can't get a brain transplant or a heart transplant or something like that to not overtrade. It's just, you just gotta stop overtrading. Oh, it looks like this is a retracement for the news. Oh, this is the news candle. Oh wow, it's dropping.
Yeah, I'm looking at AU to push. I'm looking at AU to push, bro.
Push up?
Nah. It is at a support, but I'm still thinking down.
Oh
yeah, it's like that 1 hour support.
Oh yeah, you're good, Burner.
Nah, man.
This should continue down.
You're good.
Oh wow, look at GJ finessing people now.
Oh yeah, Freaky Friday. Freaky Friday has come in the charts right now. See, this is why I'm staying away from trading anymore. Start chasing trades and
yeah.
Who made that custom sign? I think you can just Google that. I just Googled it. Like I saw a sign made by KenFX, and then I saw QBanks made a sign, and I went to Google, and then I wrote custom neon sign, Toronto. And then I started looking at places who do the signs, and then and then that was it. This was a pretty good website too. Yeah. What's the time right now? 8:30. It's at 8:30 Friday. Listen, I'm gonna head off over here. I'm gonna head off to the gym here pretty soon. But we had a take care, man. Take care, everybody. Love to have you guys here.
Be safe. Stay